As we find this lying down position, allowing our eyes to close and our body to be supported in a fairly neutral position. Let's take our hands and bring them to the lowest part of our ribs and let our hands gently wrap around our ribs. It doesn't need to be anything intense, just comfortable, just enough that we can feel and be aware. And I want you to draw your breath into the sides of your ribs. Let your exhale begin to be active. Feeling your exhale gently contract at the very bottom of your exhale so that you can feel that last bit of breath be pressed out and feel your ribs draw in a little bit more. And let our hands relax back out, continuing to keep this breathing in and out through our lower ribs. Begin to bend our knees one at a time. Draw our knees into our chest, give them a hug. Rock side to side. Moving our head and neck and shoulders with our lower body. And come back to center. Let's rock forward and back. Come up to a seated position. And once you find a seated position, I want you to tuck your left foot and bring your right foot in front of you. And then we're going to grasp a hold of our lower leg, finding our shin bone. Put our fingers on each side of our shin. And then we're going to lift our toes up off the floor. Turn our toes out to the side. Don't let our shin move with. Push our toes down as if we were pushing into a solid surface. And then slide our toes over to the left, lifting our toes up as if you were lifting a weight up off the floor. And then push our toes to the right, continuing to push into resistance. And don't let those shins move. And then push our toes down as if we're still pushing into resistance. And then over to the left, back up to the right, and down, and over, and up, and out, and down, and hold, and lift up, and over, down, right. Keep pushing into imaginary resistance, moving in your full range of motion. And relax when you come back to center. Switch legs. Find your shin. Hold it in place. Lift your toes as if you're lifting a lot of weight. Find your full range of motion. Turn your toes in, down, out, as if you're pushing into resistance. Don't let those shins move. Up, over, down, over, up, and in. Continue moving through this, keeping our movement smooth, strong, and active. And pause, switch directions. Making sure we're not moving our shin. And come back to center and relax. Let's extend our legs out in front of us. Roll out our ankles, just finding some gentle movement. And reverse. And come back to center. Let's come to a standing position at the front of our mat. On our next inhale, let's sweep our hands up. And exhale, fold. Let our upper body hang. Maybe take our hands to our upper arms, allowing gravity to assist in this stretch through the back of our body. Lifting our tailbone up. Let our toes remain light. And releasing our hands down. Bending our knees. Let's find the center of our feet. So our weight balanced in the center of our feet. Notice what happens to our feet. Do they drop in? Do they drop out? Do they lean forward, back? Wiggle your toes. Notice if that helps you keep your weight centered in your feet. And then keep bending your knees. Keep lowering your hips to what feels good for you. Then lift our chest, take our hands to our thighs, and come all the way up. Exhale, fold again. Let our upper body hang for a moment. Check in with our feet. Make sure the toes are light. Our weight is centered. Then bend our knees, drive them forward. Keep your weight centered in your feet. Keep your toes light. Lift our chest, take our hands to our thighs, and then come all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Weight is centered in our feet, toes are light, arches are lifted. Bend our knees, drive them forward. Keep those heels down, weight centered. Feet are still in the same position. So toes are still light, arches are still lifted. Hands come to our thighs and rise all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Step our right foot back about halfway. Drive our heel down towards the floor. Then bend our front knee and feel a stretch to the back of our right calf. Front knee remains bent. Push off through our back heel. Drive your front foot into the mat. Step forward. And then left foot comes back about halfway. Bending our front knee as we keep our back heel pushed down to the floor. Lifting our back heel, push your front foot into the floor and then step forward. Right foot's going to step halfway back again. And then as we get settled into hip width distance apart, we're going to shift our weight forward into our front foot, pivot on our back foot, but don't move your hips. So your heel's going to go out, your toes are going to go in. Then push your heel down to the floor. Draw your left hip forward. Bend your left knee. And then push off. So you're pushing your pinky toe mound into the floor. You're going to lift your heel. Drive your front foot into the floor a lot. Lift your back foot and step forward. Step your left foot back halfway. Then I want you to bend your front knee, bring it over the top of your ankle. Lift your left heel, turn your heel out, toes in. Put your heel back down. Hips are staying square to the front of our mat. Hands can be on blocks or they can be on the floor. You choose. Really driving that outer left heel into the floor. Push off through our back heel. Feel your front foot press into the floor. Step forward and fold. Step your right foot back again, halfway. Toe, heel down. Feet are hip width distance apart. This time we're gonna shift our weight forward, turn our toes out, heel in. Drive your outer right hip forward and hold so that our hips stay square to the front of our mat. Lift your toes on your back foot. Feel the arch of your foot lift. Feel your back foot solid. Your left hip is drawing back. Your right hip is drawing forward. Then push off through our back foot. Step forward. Left foot back halfway. Feet are hip width distance apart. Shift your weight into your front foot. Turn your left toes out. Put your foot back down. Keep your hips square to the front of your mat. Taking a moment to pause. Feel your outer right hip draw back and your left hip draw forward. Then lift your left toes. Feel your back arch of your foot lift. And push off through your back foot. Step forward and fold. Bending our knees, rise all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Releasing our hands to our side. We're going to step our right foot back about halfway. Let your foot relax anywhere it wants to go. And then we're going to take our left knee, drive our left knee forward over the center of our foot. Hug our bellies in, draw our shoulders back, and keep our back heel on the floor. Then come back up, standing up nice and tall. Notice shoulders over hips. We're going to keep them that way. Bend our front knee, drive it over the center of our foot. And pull back. We're going to go knee over big toe. Dropping the knee in without moving our hips. And pull back. Knee over our big toe. And pull back. Knee over our little toe. And back. Knee over our little toe. And pull back. Knee over the center of our foot. Pull back, press our heel into the floor, lift our toes. Put our toes down, knee over our big toe. Keeping our heel firm on the ground. And straighten our leg, lift our toes. Put our foot down, knee over our little toe. And straighten our leg, lift our toes. One more time over the middle. And back, lifting our toes. Over the big toe mound. Lift our toes. Over the little toe mound. Lift our toes. And put our foot down, step forward. And left foot back. Short stance, so both heels can stay firm on the ground, hips can stay center, and you feel comfortable. Press our front knee forward. Keep our shoulders over our hips so we're not leaning forward. Heel stays down. You can adjust your stance any way you need. And pull back. Knee over the center of our foot. And come back. Knee over the center of our foot again. Come back. Knee over our big toe mound. Feel the legs squeeze in. And come back. Knee over the big toe mound. And come back. Knee over the big toe again. And come back. Knee over the little toe. And back. Knee over the little toe. And back. One more time. Knee over the little toe. And back. Knee over the center. And back. Lift our toes. Put our foot down. Knee goes over our big toe mound. And back. Lift our toes. Knee over our pinky toe. And back. Lift our toes. Knee over the center. And lift our toes. Knee over the big toe mound. Lift our toes. Knee over the little toe mound. Lift our toes. Put our foot down. Step forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Lower our knees down to the mat. We're coming to an all fours position. Joints are stacked. From here, let's inhale, open up our heart. Exhale, round our back. Inhale, open up our heart. Exhale, round our back. Come to a neutral spine. Sink our hips back towards our heels, open up our heart. Walk our hands back a little bit so that we can keep a neutral spine or open a little bit more. Then on our next exhale, round our upper back. Inhale, open our heart. Exhale, round our back. Inhale, open our heart. Exhaling, rounding. Inhale, open. Hold in this open position. Turn our head forward so our chin's about parallel to the ground. Take our right hand behind our head, behind our ear. Elbow presses back. On our next inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, center. Hold in center. Exhale, twist towards the left. So our elbow drives towards our straight arm. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drawing our right shoulder towards our left arm. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come forward. Try to keep that elbow back a little bit so that the shoulder blade is engaged. And come back. One more time. And back. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes behind our ear. Elbow presses back. Shoulder blade is firm on our back. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, shoulder comes back to center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, center. One more time. Twist to the left. And center. We're going to draw our shoulder forward towards our straight arm. And open up. And bring it down. and open. Keep that left shoulder blade firm on your back, shoulder forward and back. And one more time. And back to neutral. Left hand comes down, round your back. Holding and breathing. Let your breath move into the base of your ribs. And slowly open our heart. And coming back to neutral. Let's come up to all fours. Come down to forearms. And soften our shoulders a little bit. Let our head hang. On our next exhale, tuck our tailbone. Inhale, lift our tailbone up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck our tailbone. Inhale, lift our tailbone up. Exhale, tuck our tailbone. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck. And inhale, lift. Come to a neutral spine. Come back up onto hands. And then we're going to crawl forward to the front of our mat and flip over onto our back. Grab a hold of our strap on the way down. We're going to take the center of our strap and place it at the bottom of our right foot, drawing our right foot up to the ceiling. Extend our left leg forward if that feels good for you. Then we're going to draw the strap down towards where our heel meets our arch of our foot. Then you're going to wrap, if your strap is long enough, wrap it around your hand and then slide your hands down until your elbows make it to the floor. Then I want you to let go of your right leg. Let it completely soften. Now your leg is straight no matter where it's at. It could be forward, it could be up, it could be somewhere in between. The most important part is that you're in a position that your leg can completely relax. This is all about softening through the hip joint. And as the hip relaxes, let's walk our hands up the strap, drawing our right leg in towards our body, keeping the strap at where our heel meets the arch of our foot. This is less about the calf and more about the hamstring, your upper leg, back of your upper leg. And then slowly drawing our right leg forward. We're going to take the strap to our right hand, bend our knee and take the strap to the outside of our leg. Bend our left leg and draw your heel in line with your tailbone. Take your left hand up and over And you're going to push off through your left foot to roll to your left hip, and then kick the strap back so that you can hold on to your foot. Then before you draw your foot towards your heel, I want you to push your right knee back and then draw the strap, if it's long enough, over your shoulder and draw your heel towards your glute. But keep your right knee back so it's either in line with your hip or back a little bit further. And then see if you can soften into this position a little bit. There'll still be some effort of pushing your knee back. Bottom knee can be bent, take some pressure off your outer left hip. And for balance. Then draw our right knee in front of us. We're going to roll back onto our back. Take the strap back to the top of your foot or the bottom of your foot, extending your left leg. We're going to take the strap from our right hand to our left hand. We're going to take our right thumb and place it on the top of our thigh, pressing our thigh forward. And we're only using the strength of our thumb. Then reach your right foot over to the left. Slowly lifting our right foot back up. Separate the straps so there are straps in each hand. Take your left foot, place it on the inside of your strap. Walk the strap down to the base of your foot, so right where your heel meets your arch. You're going to extend your right leg, and then we're going to wrap the strap around our hand if it's long enough. And then let our elbows come down to the floor. And again, we're just looking for a straight leg, wherever that is for you. Let our left leg be fully supported so that our left hip can completely relax. And begin to walk our hands up the strap, keeping the strap where our heel meets the arch of our foot. And very slowly, bending our left knee a little bit, we're going to take the strap from our right hand to our left, draw the strap to the outside of our left leg, so that when we bend our knee, that the strap will be on the outside of our left leg. Then bend our right leg, place our right foot on the floor in line with our tailbone. Right hand's going to come up and overhead, and we're going to push off through our right foot to roll to our right side. Then draw our left knee towards the back of our mat and pushing it back behind us to what's comfortable for us. We're going to take the strap over our left shoulder if it's long enough. Let our left knee relax down towards our right as we keep it back. And very slowly draw our left knee forward, roll onto our back. Strap comes back to the bottom of our left foot. Extend our right leg forward. Both straps are coming to our right hand. Left thumb comes to the top of our thigh and press it forward, creating space within our left hip. Then from here, let our left foot roll over to the right. Keep that internal rotation of our left leg. So we don't want the toes to turn out. If anything, we want the heel to lift up and kick out. Bending our left knee, release the strap from our left foot, place it off to the side, extend our left leg out in front of us. We're moving into Shavasana, final relaxation. Closing our eyes, turning our palms up. Drawing our awareness back to our bodies. Let our breath begin to deepen through the base of our ribs. Bending our knees, roll over to our right side, press ourselves up, find our way back to a comfortable seat. Drawing our hands together in front of our heart, sealing in all that we found in this practice of bringing balance back to our bodies, to finding movement and mobility through our ankles, our feet, letting go of tension through our hips and our legs, finding mobility and movement through our upper mid back to help support our neck and our head. Taking all of that as a gift that we place into our heart, that we take with us to continue to support these areas off of our mat. Namaste.